And welcome. It seems like ages since I spoke to you guys. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Please do put in the comments below what you're up to this evening. Whether you're building, painting, as the title describes, I will be cracking on with the night month, with the night week, with the night, you know, all of the night things. And tonight I will be building the Mechanicum or Imperial Knight, Cerastus Knight Atrapos. If you've never seen one before, this is a great video for you to check them out. They are a bit pricey, of course, you know, it being Forge World, but this is, it's in this box right here. There are some big things coming to the channel, I have to say. I'm definitely organising September and October for Titan month. I'm hoping, I'd like to do it for September, but that means there's a lot of content coming July and August that I've got to catch up on. But this is what you get if you've seen the unboxing. No, you haven't seen the unboxing because I haven't yet released unboxing, so this is like a mini unboxing. And you get a lovely CAD. It's odd because it goes like that, which is lovely. I think they all should be landscape like this. I mean, the font is quite small, but and then it changes back to portrait. This is the first Cerastus Knight with CAD instructions, so it's very unique, and I would have loved to have seen these instructions on the Lancer and the other two Cerastus Knights, the Atrapos and the Castigator. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have many issues. If your expectations are quite high, that you think I'm gonna just clean all the parts and build it in the next 3 hours, I'll probably have to disappoint you there. It's yeah, it's going to be taking a fair bit longer than that. So I might for Saturday evening continue it. I might just go through some of it today, well, 3 hours worth of it today, and then complete it on the Saturday. I'm still undecided about the banner. I want to go for the thinner banner. That would be quite cool. But anyway, let's put that up there to remind everyone what we're building. So literally all I've done today, this is a great video for you to kind of understand the stages, processes of Forge World models, specifically full Forge World resin kits, full resin kits. Because the first stage is obviously, well, check all the parts with the instructions, and then put them all in a bowl of warm soapy water, or a couple of bowls. Try not to lose any parts, and leave them to soak for a few hours, change the water, or even leave them overnight, then give them a good rinse and a brush down with a toothbrush. Now, sometimes this happens with the unboxing, you know, that is a little bit bent, perfectly fine. It's literally 10 seconds with a hairdryer and that'll straighten it out. Okay, it's not something to be calling Forge World up and saying, oi, what's happened? It happens. You've got this carapace piece. Oh, right, okay, let's go through the instructions. Right, so they want us to do the hips first of all. So let's get these pieces out. So this, and I want you to put the armour plate on, and I do want to put as many armour plates on as I can. So, trying to find this armour plate. Probably best if we just tip everything out like I normally do. I normally just throw everything on the table. And get the banners to one side. Where's the armour plate? Where's the armour plate? Here it is. I think this is the one. Yes. So that'll go on the top of there. So those two will work out. Then we've got a couple of these that we need to put together. These are the two main weapons, the Lance Cutter and the Graviton Pulsar. Okay, they're the two main weapons of it. I will be having the petals open. Looks really cool. So we should have, yeah, so there's two. And then we also need the these things, these bases for the feet. I've decided on a pose. I probably won't do the pose in this video. This video is mainly going to be like cleanup and getting the parts ready. As I've already mentioned, they've been washed and scrubbed, and you know, so we don't have to do that. I've built a lot of Moirax Knights. There's 5 that I've built. I'm currently building, as you can probably see on there, I'm building the Magira as we speak. The review for that knight will be coming very, very soon. In terms of like the reviews and things, I'm not quite at the Cerastus Knight stage, but I am definitely on the Questoris Knights stage. So that's those, and then I'm going to end up dropping a few things tonight, of course. So there's the head, that's really cool. And that's the banner. I think I might go for that banner, actually. Yeah, the thinner banner. On there they've put no banner, but then I think they put the one, two. Which banner is that? I think they put the thick banner on it, but I might go for the thin banner. Yeah, they put the thick one there as well. We'll decide right at the end. It'll be one of the final things I decide on. We're looking for toes. These are the toes, all of the toes. Oh no, we need two lots of those. That's 1 foot's worth of toes. And there's the other foot's worth of toes. And then we need some legs. So those go together along with those. So they're the legs, so we've got them right. So what I'll do is, you can clip or saw these off. It really is, it's completely up to you. It's your model at the end, guys. Do what you like. But all these videos are just what I do. If I am going to be clipping resin pieces off, I will be clipping from the gate. This thing's called a gate. And I'll be very kind of gentle. So, let me know, guys, in the comments what you're working on this evening. If you are building anything, have you had a good day? It's a good Wednesday today, isn't it? Yeah, Warhammer Wednesday. I'll get the toes off. Hello Kriegsman, hello It's a Plenty, how you all doing? So yeah, this is just going to be quite casual little tidy up evening of all these parts. See my Super Saiyan? Yeah, we can. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed doing these videos for Night Month, and yeah, it's kind of motivated me and spurred me on to, yeah, I say bring forward the Titan month. I want to do the Titan month in September now, so it's penciled in for September. We'll see how things turn out. You know how it is. Life can sometimes get in the way, give you lemons. But if I concentrate on July and August, because there will be a spillover for night month. There'll still be some nights in July, by the way. But yeah, the majority of July and August will be Lumineth, Soul Blight, and Sisters. Looking forward to the Sisters content. Looking forward to that new tank as well. Fingers crossed it'll be up for pre-order this weekend. Possibly, maybe. Well, sorry, not this weekend, next weekend, because we know what's up for pre-order this weekend. It's all the Metal Blood Bowl teams and things. So. Right, so yeah, it's your discretion whether or not to use the saw. I'd always, suggest that you wear a mask or something, when you're cutting this. And again, I know that I'm cutting it next to the part, but I would suggest you cut, next to the gate as well. But yeah, with the Warlord Titan, you get a huge number of these gates, and they're heavy. And I did phone up Forge World actually and say, look, I've got so many gates now, so much spare resin. What can I do with it? What do you want it? And no, they don't. There's nothing they can really do with it, which is a shame. So maybe I need something in that bin to just lower the weight as well. Cool. Yeah, please do share what you're working on this evening, on this glorious evening. Right, if I just smudge that in, there you go. That won't make so much of a noise and be a distraction for us all. Definitely share a few aesthetics, these Cerastus Knights with the war axes. Big time. The exhaust vents for one look very sleek compared to the Questoris Knight offerings. No worries, David. How are you doing? So yeah, plenty of clipping and sawing and maybe a bit of cutting and filing this evening. We'll see how we go. Such a cool head though, one of the coolest knight heads I think. Got to be so careful with these armour panels though, not to like clip through into the edge of it itself. So is everybody looking forward to Dominion? It's not this weekend, is it? It's next weekend. Oh, I knew that would happen. That's probably going to happen a fair bit while I'm moving about. Just the armour plate on this Lancer. It does come off because that's just what it does, because I haven't glued it. I do like the armour plates as well, the shoulder pauldrons, pretty cool. Yeah, Hoover is definitely your friend with if you get Forge World models. Big time. Because these supports will fly everywhere. We can risk that. Don't really want to risk it with the a bit more light in here, I think. Evening Explore Norfolk, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Ooh. That does it. See, like, I want to know how big this is compared to the plastic one, right? Oh, you're painting over 100 Macedonians. Wow, that's quite a good feat, my friend. Sorry, I'm just moving about, trying to give you an idea of just how big it is. I think it's pretty much the same length, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think it is bigger, but just a little bit chunkier. Very close though, isn't it? Very, very close. Okay. Well, I thought that would be a good little comparison. Oh, this is a tricky one to get off, I think, anyway. Let's go for the weaker parts first, and then that, and finally, can we do this? We just remove that piece, and if we move that piece, then maybe we can get at this. That was one that I was a bit concerned about, that one. Oh, bit of a bend in it. I think we'll do this. Get these off, and then let's see the undercarriage of this. Do they just go in there? No, because tubes go in there, don't they? Like cabling, yeah. I can see them there. Be interesting how that banner connects then when we get to that point. Clipping the old excess off. There we are. So that's the first thing to do. Then these, and then we'll work on the toes and the legs. Got some pistons to work out as well. Look at these. They're quite cool pistons. This is a lovely piece, armour plate. This is chest piece. Not like the other Cerastus knights where they come in two halves. This actually has one full full plate. It's lovely. This is the plate that basically goes there, and it holds that, and then you can move that around. Quite cool. Evening, Reverend, how you doing? These are the petals for the grav weapon, I think. I think they are. Got to be a bit careful with them. So yeah, those 4 petals. I want them open. I want it just about to fire off a shot, if I can get that pose. Almost finished these. We're close. I guess that this is for the las cutter, I like to think. Sure it is. Oh, we're missing one. I think it's one of those anyway. Ankle, it says. So this is ankle. And you got these. That also says ankle. I wonder where it came from. Whether it did actually come from this one, and where this little blighter has come from. Oh no, come from there. Okay, so they're all ankle. We'll need those ankles a bit later on. It's these rods that we need first of all. There should be 8 of them, 4 on each ankle. We'll leave those off for a moment. Then we will prepare the pieces a bit more. Now I'm gonna not prepare all the pieces like, you know, piece by piece. I will be preparing the pieces I need to build that little area, and then I'll be moving on to the next area. So what I mean by that is, firstly, it's the hips and this armour plate that we're going to do first, then those, then we're going to do the feet. Well, we're going to work with the legs and the feet actually at the same time. Maybe we could do that today. That would be quite an accomplishment. Oh, okay. And yeah, we will be using this knife. Why not? A bit more painful, but it is sharper, I think. Get rid of all the slippage. It just gives you an idea, guys, as well, of how much work goes into an individual Cerastus knight. I think the other three Cerastus knights, I like prepared the parts off camera, and that's, you know, where the majority of the time is spent with these resin kits, is the preparation. Well, maybe the painting, but definitely there's a lot to be prepared. Almost like a 3-stage preparation. Clipping them off the gates, removing the slippage and filing, and then also the building. So I'm kind of happy with that. Yeah, that's that done. Yeah, so we're going to prepare these and then glue them together. Yeah, let's make sure I've got the right files. Don't want the plastic files and things anywhere near this. Evening, Dean, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing quite well, thank you. Had a good day. Nice day today it was. Weather's been really quite gorgeous here. Hope you've had a good day too. I think what I'll do, because there'll be a bit of filing to do there, is just grab my mask. Yeah, guys, safety first, you know. You know, it's been a while since I wore this mask, actually. 47 videos so far, within a month. No, surely not. That's incredible. Oh, good, good. Yeah, everybody's used to hearing people talk behind masks now, aren't they? Possibly. Well, maybe not this mask, but... Right. A bit of tidying up to do in there. If we can get in there. This is why, you know, if you're thinking about big Titan and things, I would always suggest you try and at least get one of these Cerastus knights first. It'll definitely give you experience with knights. With yeah, with resin kits and Forge World. Okay. Okay, pretty happy with the way that that's gone. We can glue them together. Need my little brush. This is a must, like a plastic brush. And that will just pop on there. Oh, perfect. Cool. Notice a little bit here. Yep, there it goes. And then a little bit here. Okay, right. Just take this mask off for a moment. Well, it's been miserable today. Oh no. Cameo from Darth Vader. Yep. or our Bane. Yeah, this is the video for today, by the way, in case people are wondering, oh, is there another video this evening or later on? This build in the Atrapos is Wednesday's video. So I'm going to leave it up, leave it live and public, which is something I don't do for all the other streams. I we'll have them for members only, after the stream, of course. Okay, right, so next are these ankle rings. These are a lot easier, I think, in plastic compared to these resin ones are a bit of a pain, I have to say. A bit of slippage there. That's underneath as well, so that's fine. Good. And then this ring, ankle ring. Okay. And then got to tidy these up a little bit. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do for the night release. Just keep it on the topic of nights and things. You know, maybe that's a long way off. I'd like to see the codex before Christmas, but I just wonder if they'll bring out a new night for the army. They haven't had anything for 3 years, really, in the grand scheme of things. Might as well do these toes as well while we're at it. These toes are relatively quite straightforward, just a bit of slippage in places. When Sisters surprised me, them bringing out a tank and, you know, war suits and things, that was a huge surprise. I mean, I would have rather than brought out newer kind of supporting units like the Crusader and the Death Court Assassins, I think they're still in fine cast. They used to be metal. Mine are metal models. My death cult. Preachers as well. I think I can use my kill team preacher. Thaddeus, is that his name? I think it's Thaddeus. Yeah, that's the toes sort of done. Let's give these a bit of a tidy up. These aren't too bad. You're barely going to see them as well. I mean, it depends on what pose you go for, but got the glue ready. Reminds me, I need to get a few more packs of these little super glues. Get through them quite quick. Then I guess they are only like, are they 5 grams? Naught 0.5 grams. You can do it, Eldon, Warden, you can do it. You can build those Daughters of Cain, because I don't know whether you've got Marathi, but yeah, maybe build all of the Daughters of Cain before you build Marathi, and then you've got something to look forward to, because she is a beautiful model. How is that army order? I just don't know. I don't know how Daughters of Cain are order. I will get Marathi at some point. Maybe not the other Daughters of Cain models. I'm more interested in the Deepkin. I mean, come on. This is the first time we've had the crab. Can we have the crab in the stream, please? Who wanted the crab? There's the crab. We'll have the crab there. It's like that's the main reason you get that set, isn't it? The crab miniature. Oh. Yeah, no worries. Good luck with your Daughters of Cain. I do wish they expanded the range and yeah, brought many more varied models out. Well, like Chaos Knights, really. I really wish they expanded the Chaos Knights range. Time for the crab. Everybody loves the crab mini. Yeah, do a crab brave. If we had a number of crabs here, I don't know, I do like the sea creatures. Main reason I'd get them, just for the sea creatures. I mean, who doesn't like turtles or sharks? I'd want a big shark though, like a great white thing. That's what I'd want. Well, we're getting the great white squig, aren't we, for orcs? So I guess my great white shark interest will have to be placated until they decide to release more sea creatures. An irrational fear of crabs. Crab phobia. Or a fear of raves. A crab stream. Yeah, this is welcome to the crab stream. Crab needs a hat. Does need a hat. The thing is, I've used the hat on the witch hunter, so I can't, but that would be a cool hat to put on the crab. That little hat would go quite nicely on it. Have I got any other hats or anything that I can use for a hat? I don't know. I don't think I've got anything here that I could use as a hat. Don't know. Just looking around, guys. I suppose I really should put this in before it dries, though. That'll be a good thing to do. No, not really any hat-worthy things. Nope, can't think of a hat anywhere nearby. Sorry, guys. Hatless crab. No, that's definitely not a hat. Now he's turned into a metal crab, like Metal Sonic. No, doesn't work. Which one? Put a Space Marine helmet on the side of his head. I'm always working on stuff. Yep, always working on stuff. Right, so that's those done. And then I guess we can clean up the toes and the legs. We won't be gluing for a little while. I've thought of the pose. The pose is in my head. I don't want to rush it though. So let's tidy up these. Oh. Okay. What glue will you use for the ball joints? Gummy type glue. Yeah, this is quite gummy. This is like a thick glue. It's not runny or anything like that. So that'll work quite well. What are your thoughts on Forge World closing in a few years? I don't think they're going to close in a few years at all. That's pure speculation, and it's pretty poor speculation at that. Nah, I can't foresee them doing that. Just from a sales point of view, it costs. They've come leaps and bounds with plastic. There's no doubt about that. But there are some standout plastic models which are incredible, like Amalia Navina. She's the best plastic miniature I've had an experience with, and she's more detailed than anything else in the Sisters of Battle range. But she's a one-off. It costs, you might not know this, but it costs hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds to create these big injection molded machines. And they've got to get their money's worth. You know, it's one of the reasons why single minis in plastic cost so much. Whereas building a mold for resin is far cheaper. It's handmade, so you've got to factor that into the cost. If all of it was cheaper to do in plastic, they'd do it straight away, but they don't, because the sales just aren't there. They're not going to invest millions upon millions of pounds into hundreds of different injection molds when the sales just don't back it up, and they're not going to take that big risk. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You believe plastic is better? I don't need to rub it into your face, mate, but no, we're not there yet. We're definitely not there yet. The detail on this is far superior than that, and it's about the 3D detail and the depth to get into there. You can't get that on plastic. Look at the scenery kits as well. They are a lower quality. Yeah, they're made in China using the different sort of plastic, but look at the most recent Forge World minis. The two Pretors are absolutely stunning. I built them in these live streams as well. I can't think of another plastic mini that comes close to those two Pretors, and I'm really looking forward to doing unboxings and reviews of the two Imperial Fist minis. I think, unfortunately, Games Workshop have put the prices of plastic minis at a similar amount to the resin, which, yeah, it's a sign of the times how much these, how much the plastic minis are. So even if you took the argument of, right, let's change everything into plastic, guess what? You don't suddenly think that everything's going to be cheaper. They're going to have it at the same price point or even a bit more. So, yeah, I mean, unless it's really, really better, much, much better in detail, it's not going to be cheaper. So I don't see the arguments for it, other than it is quicker to work with. There's no doubt about that. It's quicker to clip it off the sprue and to file it down and things, but only just. With resin, you can manipulate it more. So if you get a bent weapon or whatever, you can manipulate it. Plastic is more user-friendly because you use the plastic glue, and if you make a bit of a mistake, you can kind of go over it. It's easier for newcomers, of course. Yeah, that's sort of my take on it, really. Like the Death Guard Dreadnought. The Death Guard Dreadnought? What, the Forge World one? Or... Yeah, don't get me started on GW prices. Crikey. Yeah, they are... It's odd. Their pricing at the moment seems very, very odd. And also, on top of all this, people don't like, you guys don't like, I don't like, we all don't like when they release a set and then they release one of the sprues out of that set for almost £100. The only people that like that are people that have just got into the hobby and they missed out on that box set, which is a very, very small number of people, you know. But no, I don't think Forge World's going anywhere anytime soon. Games Workshop own Forge World. They were created from Games Workshop as a sub, like sister company that the products that Games Workshop didn't want to invest in fully and commit to, they gave some money to Forge World, and Forge World were like, okay, well, we'll do this model, we'll make a resin mold for it, and if it sells, it sells. And what happened was Horus Heresy, to bring Horus Heresy into it, that was so popular for them, and I still am baffled why they didn't carry on with that over the past like few years. I think 2017 to 18, they were good years for Horus Heresy and for Forge World, but since then they've taken their foot off the gas a bit. I guess because some of their resources have been ploughed into Blood Bowl, into Necromunda and Adeptus Titanicus. You know, getting the CAD files for the Warlord and you know, shrinking it down and then reducing the number of parts, because it's, you know, it doesn't have exactly the same number of parts, and there's lots of other tolerances and different points of contact, things like that. It's not as easy as just going, all right, well, we'll just scale it down, you know. Have I reviewed the Hell Brute? I think I've reviewed the Hell Brute. I think. I think so. Oh yeah, Mario, of course. They've been making money on Fear of Missing Out for a long time. I would say ever since, I'd say probably over 25 years. One of the earliest examples I can give you of that, I think, would have been the Emperor's Champion model in metal, the original one where he's holding a sword double-handed. That was only available for a time, and then they completely replaced that model. But yeah, they've always done the Fear of Missing Out and perceived value as well. You know, so what I mean by that is they'll have a box set with minis in, and the box set will be at an all right price. It will save you money off what boxes will cost when they're released individually, to give you that perceived value that that box set is giving you even more value than you would have expected. So there's that too. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that they use, you know, but they wouldn't be as big as they are without having all these bits and bobs that they use, you know, to sell miniatures. Same with lots of other companies, you know, they're not the only one. Oh, that is an odd one. Yeah, I think I've had it where, oh, what did I have? Martyrdom. I had the word martyrdom in a couple of videos, and they, like the titles, and YouTube wasn't having any of that just because of that word. So, oh yeah, Google are definitely listening. I also think Explore Norfolk. I think Forge World are aimed at the collector, and I actually think that there's been a shift now. It's odd because the books, the codexes and things aren't really aimed at the collector anymore. I don't think. Your older codexes, go and take a look at them. There's more pictures of miniatures, completed miniatures of armies, of lore, things like that. And nowadays it's all it's the books have shifted to like a gaming perspective. I mean, you know, the Imperium compendium, yes, it's compendium, but it is literally just data sheets one after another. You know, and back in the day, sort of like 2003, 2004, they would have never have done anything like that. They would have given you a book that just had like the Titans in it, with lore, with pictures, with painting guides, all these kind of things. Nowadays, it's just, you know, this edition, these are the data sheets, these are rules, go. You know, and I think that time and effort and love has kind of gone. But yet their models and their miniatures, you know, with the easy to build and models looking very similar to each other, they're definitely collector kind of based. Yeah, just with the fear of missing out and limited things as well. You know, especially the books. So many limited edition books now. It's almost like every hardback book. It's almost like every book released has a hardback, has like a £20 hardback and or a £40 edition. Exclusivity, guess. They really need to bring in like some kind of reward scheme though soon. Forge World and Games Workshop. I do think that the rules should be free, like just the core rules, you know, and data sheets and things. They do it for Age of Sigmar, you know, for 40k and for well, Forge World more often than not. I mean, you can go on the Forge World website and you can see all the rules for the Moiraxes, 40k and Horus Heresy. You know, I think they should do that. And then if you want all the lore and the backstory and paint guides and collection images and things like that, there should be a codex as well. But Thank you, Tanker. Appreciate that. Nice to see you back here, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well in your life. Maybe we'll have a chat one day. They could be. They could be oats plenty, yeah. I mean, I certainly would. I'm against it anyway. Like I'm really against like this subscription thing. You know, because it's almost like there's no guarantee of content and you know all the rest of it. But and on top of that, you know my feelings on the rules and things. You know, I think they should be data sheets and everything like that should be free. But yeah, if that saves you £40 from an Imperial Armour Compendium book, you know, then it's like it's £10 more, isn't it? Look at it that way. Or if you were planning to get, I don't know, 2 codexes a year, and they're at a reasonable price of £25, that's your subscription, isn't it? The only downside for this is you don't own the content. You're just renting it, and that is, yeah, that's the scary kind of modern world that we're moving into, where you don't own anything. You just rent things, then you die. Well, obviously not that quickly, but you know, it's nice to have the physical books. You know, I just wish there was more content in them. I think they're trying to. I think the Game Pass, the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, has been such a success that I think many places are emulating that. Not just them though. You know, we're talking about all the streaming platforms, YouTube Premium for one, and Netflix and things like that. You know, they all have these. It's odd, isn't it? It's almost like, you know, you'll live and you'll work for the month, and then all of the things you kind of don't own but rent come out at the end of the month as well. It's yeah, it's strange. It is really strange. I mean, obviously I come from a place of, I mean, the only thing I kind of rented when I was a kid were VHSs and DVDs and things like that. Well, actually probably more VHSs, and that was about it. Nowadays you seem to, you know, rent so many other things, don't you? That's what it's about. It's about these companies having a regular kind of direct debit income, isn't it? It's an interesting discussion. It really is. Thank you for bringing it up, guys. Exactly, Oats Plenty. Exactly. Fair point. Fair point. You know, that's another. Yeah, that is another good point. You know, all these books that you can't get hold of physically anymore, to have some kind of digital version. Like, if you still really want the physical book in the long run, that's great. But as you say, something to tie you over until you get that would be fantastic. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. You know, and releasing, it seems to me, well, it is enough, guys. Let's not be under any false illusion here. Releasing a new edition of a game every 3 or 4 years is enough. It's consistent. You know, with all the new books and things that they release and different models and army updates, it is enough. But they want more. You know, how far will they go to get this even more guaranteed cash flow and income? That's the thing. Because we live in a hobby where I know the hardest thing is to buy an army, just one army, build it, paint it, and then have that for life. That is the hardest thing in this hobby. The easiest thing, which as you can see, is just to, you know, pick a number of armies and just keep going. You know. But yeah, technically you could buy an army and then just use it for many years and then spend all your money on lots of other things. Experiences, travel, houses, cars, motorbikes, you name it. I didn't mean to go on like a spend your money on tangent, but just using it as an example. Depends how sort of invested you are into the hobby, if it's your main hobby as well, you know. But I mean, if you've already got a White Dwarf subscription, you know, that is already £10 a month for them, which, you know, £120 a year for them. You only need to times that by a good 10,000 and or even 100,000, and you've got a nice guaranteed income there. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Fair bit of tidying up to do on these legs, by the way. I can see slippage, I can see all kinds of things going on. Yeah, definitely need to prepare this. Yeah, this needs a bit of preparation, this one. And this thigh piston. Right, move on to this one. Hello, new people, new viewers. How are you doing? Nice to join. I mean, yeah, technically we've got a week left of night month. This Saturday's video will be me continuing to build this Atrapos. You know, between now and then I will be building many other things, but I will halt the build for this and continue on the Saturday. I've enjoyed it this evening, just preparing all the parts, making some progress. Every little clip or shave with the knife is one step closer. To the night household, which now consists of 31 nights, I think. Trying to work it out in my head now. Oh yeah, I think it'll be 31 nights in this household, which is a decent number to escort a Legio. Oh, sorry, no, 34. 34 nights. Let's just work this out again. Yeah, that's right, 34 nights. That's an all right number in this household. It's all right. Wonder when they'll release the War Master. I think it'll probably be next year. They've got to have some kind of event or something for it. Even if they are going to do one. They might never do one. Apocalypse mode coming. Oh yeah, I'll show you all of the nights when they're done. Well, when they're built. Of course. The next, I say big. The next big night video that will be coming out will be of all the armatures. There's only 14 of them, so. Three, 4, 5. Yeah, I did include them in that. Yeah, in the line. Good. Okay, Jan, well that sounds good. Well, I hope your test happens, you know, it goes well and you work it out. All sounds good, Kriegsman, sounds good. You're close to getting your Warhound Titan picture. Can't believe I've been doing these live streams for, I'd say, almost a year. It'll be a year in September. Doesn't feel like that long. The time has gone very, very fast. I think that's getting there. There's these pesky little support pegs here though, part of the process. Maybe we'll have one on the other side. Yeah, we do. Skip that. Somehow. Okay, right, we can clean them up and then we can work on getting these legs. Sorry, Mr. Krabs, I'm going to move you out of the way a little bit while we work on poses and things. So, these legs are so cool, they really are. So, I want it walking forwards, I'd like it walking forwards. And kind of firing the graviton singularity cannon. So many poses you can put in these though. Did I want it with the left arm? Let me just work this out. I want it with the left arm? Did I want it in the right arm? Trying to think. I wish I could draw it. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Good luck with everything. Yep. Have a good one. Don't be too mean to your neighbours. These petals are lovely. They're going to be open. Yeah, proper open, like it's just fired or it's about to fire. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, all right. Let's clean these legs up a bit. I'm going to have to put the old mask on there. So this bit. And we've got to get some these ankle piston rods. We might as well just take these off now. Ah, Batman. Yeah, this old mask.
Okay, so sort of done. Got some more, haven't we then? We've got 8. Yeah. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. Right, let's do these shins and then we can work on the pose. Do, do, do. Yeah, as I say, I always suggest, you know, if you think about getting a Titan or something, these are a good good model to go for. I mean, they are quite pricey, I give you that, but I think it's worth it to get the experience, especially if you're going to be sinking money into like a, well, even a Reaver Titan with the weapons is almost £700, isn't it? So, yeah. Okay, it's done. Work on this one. Yeah, nothing too flamboyant with this knight. Not a big flamboyant pose or anything. Just going to be walking forward with purpose. Oh, quite happy with that. They're quite straightforward, those ones. These are the absolute pain though, I think, just to get right. But wow, do you need to get these right though. Otherwise things will stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, these are, yeah, a bit of a pain. Yeah. Just get into there. And then it's this bit here. Wonder, I should be able to. Yeah. Right. So yeah, so when you see these Cerastus knights and things and you think, oh, they look quite cool, just imagine just how long it takes to put these together. You know, the preparation time. That's a bit of a chunk there. Okay. That's quite cool. Happy with that. Just got to prepare that a little bit better. Right. I wonder if we can. Yeah, we can. Let's curve that a little bit, I'd like to. Yep, that's acceptable. Is this Adeptus Titanicus? No. No, that's not Adeptus Titanicus, no. How tall will it be when it's complete? That's all. That's a Cerastus Knight right there. So it'll be, sorry if you can't see it very well, but that's how tall it will be. Is it easier to have a Questoris Knight near it? So yeah, it'll be a good couple of inches taller than a Questoris. Right, just got this leg tidied up, and then we can concentrate on the pose. Not sure whether to put the pistons on. I'm not going to put these, I'm not going to glue these armour plates, because I haven't for the other Cerastus. Okay. I will prepare them this evening though. Right. Yeah, we're slowly getting there with this one. These legs, I knew these legs would be a bit of a pain. Right, see if we can prepare this a little bit nicer. Okay, looking alright. I can just snip that bit off. Well, how's everybody else getting on with their hobby projects this evening? Always good to find out how you're all doing. Alright, that's quite a big cap there. It's a shame. I have to cut that back down so it gets levelled. Right. Just need to get it curved slightly. Oh, come on. Right. That's good. Just need something to smooth that out now. Sometimes I feel like a dentist, you know, wearing a mask and like scraping away things. Sorry if you're not keen on dentists and things, but you know. Right. Okay. Oh my god. That's a good point with the Dremel, yeah. Right. Okay. Come on. Okay. Happy with that? Okay. Right. Legs, feet, and everything. Now. So I'm just trying to think of it in my head. Don't need this mask on anymore, so I don't need to sound like Darth Vader. A 9-month waiting. Oh no, Explore Norfolk. 9 months? What? Do yourself in about a week, can't you? Right, so trying to think of which leg I wanted to go for. That was going first. Let's just have a little look. Atrapos, Knight.
So I think I'll go for what legs have I got my other ones in? That's the left leg, that's the left leg. Should really put the right leg forward then. Right leg forward. Yeah, right leg forward with the gravity in the left. For me that works. Yeah, right leg forward, okay. Okay, just been decided. Right. Hey Super, how you been doing? You barely managed to get through last week's heat. Well, you did it. You got through last week's heat. It's nice. A bit cooler today though, wasn't it? It was about 16 degrees, but it felt, in the sun, it felt in the 20s. You know. But yeah, last week was, I guess, a bit of a struggle for some people. Some people did die. People do die in the heat, unfortunately. But anyway, enough about dead people. Let's try and get these legs sorted out. So I think I don't want it kind of stepping. I think I'm just going to put the toes in first, and there is specific places for these toes to go. So we're going to have the toes flat. Come on, watch, stop telling me that I need to stand. It's not me that needs to stand, it's this Titan. Titan? Knight, even. Okay. Calm down, you. Okay, that's 1 foot done. Still not as sticky as I would like. So yeah, flat feet for this one. Yeah, no worries, Carl, no worries. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, I had a bit of a, on the Saturday, I was busy last week, Saturday. Yeah, it was a commitment that I had to do, so but I will be able to do the live stream this Saturday as well. I'll be continuing this night too. So I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Possibly not, because I enjoy this immensely. So it'd be very hard to beat my enjoyment. But thank you everyone for supporting this night content, watching the videos every day, and you know, leaving comments and things. It makes a huge huge difference to me, especially when I am about to glue my fingers together. Yeah, that just, yeah, super glue and resin, what is it, right? It would rather always glue your fingers together. It's quite annoying. Maybe you should lightly spray your resin pieces with like a fine mist, you know, like before they cut your hair or something. Maybe that would help the glue a bit better. Or have the super glue accelerant or something like that nearby. Okay, that's the feet done. So now we have to work on this pose. I'm just going to take these armour panelling flash pieces off though, just while they're here. Right. Nice armour panelling. Different to all of the other Cerastus knights, by the way. Here's one I don't want to take these off now, but if you look at the Lancer one, it's different. These are like Mechanicum type ones with the cogs. Very reminiscent of the Styrics and Magira look. Well, sort of. I mean, I'd much rather build one of these than a Questoris Knight or the combi plastic and resin knights, like the Styrics and the Magira. I'd rather just build a knight that's all resin. Okay. A couple more pieces like slippage and things to fix, but all in all, that's okay. Right, now this leg pose. So I said I want the right leg forward, so that would be there. And then I want the left leg moving back. Not in a boring pose, but just kind of like moving forwards with purpose. So how do we do this then without it looking like a chicken? Can we bend the knee? I want it to be quite tall though. One of the tallest, if I can make it tall. But not bracing. Guys, this is like the most crucial part of the process, because these legs will set where everything else goes. And I do have white tack, but it's blue tack stronger, I think. So I think if we just do one leg at a time, we have that there, closer forward. Needs to be sort of striding forward. That looks all right. Knee not fully bent, but slightly bent. And that one not outstretched, but just moving forward. I've got a very ambitious pose for the Lancer, by the way. Just putting that out there. So not bent, but kind of, and not reversed, but it's sort of like that. Okay, I think we can work with that. So that's definitely where I want the foot to go. It's a big crunch point now, guys. Okay. Think we can go like that. I mean, the thing is, like, you can go for all kinds of like amazing poses, sort of like all kinds of like. There's so much choice. Like that, you could have it like that, like fully extreme, protocol, all kinds of things. It's just fantastic. Love it. Yeah, definitely. Love to be an octopus right now with this. Yeah, big time. Fortunately, my warlord can't really do much to help me with this part of the process. I think that'll be fine there. pack these legs and the hips at the same time. Yeah. This is where time is of the essence, especially for this leg. Now, would not worry too much about gluing them in the sockets. I would merely just worry about that'll be fine there. Happy with that. Now you can glue them in the sockets. Okay. Needs to be a bit more forward, I think. Just looking at it. That'll be all right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put the hips on. Got these, and I guess this. Maybe even this. Trying to look for the base. Unless that is the base. Yeah, because that would fit like that in there. Hang on. Ah, that will go in. Yeah, we've got to break these off first, guys. Get rid of the glue for a moment. Get rid of these. These as well. Because yeah, the throne goes in, but there's no pilot on the throne. A new knight? What knight did they release? This is news to me. Oh, come on. Oh, so if they released, sorry. yeah, a lot of the time I don't really respond to kind of rumours, speculation and hypothetical, you know. It's like I normally just like deal with things that are real. But I'll humour you. If they do release a new night, I'm not going to rush. I'll get it, but I don't think they will. There's been nothing in the grapevine in terms of 9th edition knights. And they'd make Games Workshop being Games Workshop. They wouldn't just release it; they make a big hoo-ha about it. They love their hype trains. So, yeah. So that will go like that, basically. Yeah, I mean, I've got quite a few requests for me to cover the Wraith Knight, actually. So I might do that before, say before night month ends. It's you know, we're not that far away, are we? I think quite a few people would like me to unbox and review the Wraith Knight. You know, don't know how many Eldar players watch the channel, but there hasn't been any Eldar content for quite some time. Can't believe I don't have a Wraith Knight. This is very true. This is very true. Whew, nearly sliced my entire face off then. Oh, nice one, Stuart. Nice one. Fair amount of prep for these body of this. Need to go for dual jazz hands. Yeah, do you get two hands with it? I think you do. I might go for something really boring like the sword and the sun shield. And then with the second one, I might go for the pulsars. I'd like to get two. Really would. But unfortunately GW have kind of neglected Eldar for a while. Not for much longer, I don't think. Two fists and two open palms. Oh, great. There you go then. Jazz hand Wraith Knight. See where this armour plate goes? I think it goes just in there. Or does it go the other way? No way. No way does it go in that way. I guess it does. It does. It goes the other way than I think it would. Oh, and that needs a bit of a bend, I think. So right leg forward, and it will be it's kind of shifting a bit, isn't it? Shifting a bit to the just putting armour plates on and things just to get a feel for what it'll look like. Like it's going to be shooting with its left arm. Okay. That'll be cool. Right, let's get this these armour plates ready in the body and things. So I might have to put the old mask on. Bear with me a minute, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I am back. I wonder what type of knight you would create if you could design one from the ground up. Oh, that's an easy one. Thank you for that question. That's fantastic. I've been thinking about this the other day actually, and I would have liked them to have come up with a knight with like one gun on it, like a big gun, like a turbo laser or something like that, or a plasma blast gun, like a basically just a gun platform knight. Not like a Porphyrion, but a one of these Cerastus knights with just a, you know. But then again, I think these Cerastus are faster and, you know, more durable. So it's like I don't know whether it would suit that, but definitely some kind of knight with a big gun on it, like a mini quake cannon or something. I don't know. That's what I would design. Right, let's put this mask on and carry on. Right.
Yeah. Hello, Fog Battleship. How you doing? Good to see you again. Long time no speak. Like the Mechanicum Bombard Automaton. Mechanicum Bombard. I'll have to look that up. Mechanicum Automaton Bombard. Oh yeah, like the Siege Thanatar. Yeah, yeah, a little bit like that, I guess. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right, Fog. Don't worry about missing this stream. This stream is today's video for the channel, so I'm not going to make it private after it's finished at 10 o'clock. So it'll be up again, so you can go back and watch it, and that's the same for everyone. Hello, Matt. How you doing? There is plastic peel off on the device. On what device? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. You're working on your IG. Cool. That's that done, and that. Let's work this one on. Okay. It's actually quite cool working on this Cerastus Knight coming from the armatures that I've been working on. Because this is just like a larger piece really. Of the same piece. It's very similar. Very, very similar. I can certainly see why they work so well, Cerastus and the War Dogs, or the you know, the armatures. Knight Superior. Quack Cannon. The Quack Cannon. Sounds good. No, I think they did do knights with the large, with one weapon on them. I'm sure they did. Back in Epic. And a Baron as well. I'd like to see a Knight Baron. Even if it's just a Questoris with fancier things, or a Cerastus with fancier things. You know. I'd love to see that. happy with that. Yeah, you say they're no longer available. They're just out of stock, man. That's all. It's because they've been so popular. A lot of people buying up knights. I was lucky enough to get my knight detachment last year.
No, I think you're wrong, Fog Battleship. Sorry, I have to intervene there. There's been plenty of times when they said no longer available all of last year, and I still managed to get them when they brought them back into stock. Just because it says no longer available, definitely do not... I don't know where this rumour comes from. It's really quite frustrating because people go on the Forge World website, they see no longer available, and they automatically think that they're not making them anymore. And it's a load of crap, because they do, and they do bring them back. And I'm sick of this blimmin' rumour, you know. They will come back into stock. They do. The Atrapos came back into stock. That said no longer available. Oh, the stream is frozen. Yeah, it's so frustrating. It really is. What's happened is basically they've put no longer available because they don't want to give you that hope that they're going to bring them back quite quickly and quite soon. They are working overtime at Forge World because of everything that's happened. I bought a knight the other day and then it was out of stock the next day. And I'm not saying that I was the only one that bought that knight, but it wasn't up for very long. Yeah, they are just having, and they have, you've seen that for the past year. If you've been looking at the Forge World website for the past year, they are having all kinds of stock issues, Titans mainly, a lot of knights. The armigers, the Moiraxes, I had to wait for about 4 months before they came back into stock. But yeah, they are, instead of, when you know they're not making something anymore, they completely remove it off the website. That's how you know, okay? I would put my collection on it. I really would, you know. This is true, yeah. Also the molds as well. You're right, Fog. The molds themselves, everything's handmade. So the molds, they have a finite amount of time that they live for. So every once in a while they have to make new molds from the master. So that's what they do. And it's also when they can't give you a definite answer of when things are going to go back into stock. Because if they're just out of stock, they have the email me button. Whereas if they're no longer available, they don't have that button. So bear that in mind too. Yeah, it definitely, yeah, the no longer available wordage. I would just rather them have it as out of stock, and then the ones that they couldn't fulfill or give you an estimation of when they're going to make any more, just have that email me button off. But the ones they could, have it on. That would be better than having a big plaster that says no longer available, because you associate, and quite rightly so, you associate the no longer available banner with Games Workshop products, with all the limited edition. You know, so I can completely understand why people jump to that reasoning. You know, and if there were any limited edition things on Forge World, I would definitely apply that logic. But usually there isn't. Oh yeah, Taunar will be back, John. Don't worry about that. Jeez, that Taunar's a good set for them. I'm very impressed with that. I haven't got one myself, but I've seen plenty of videos and people's opinions and things of it. What are your thoughts on 30k plastics leak? What, from ages ago? Just pictures. It's just pictures, isn't it? Let's face it. There's been nothing official, so you know it's up to you to make up your own, mind about that. I try not to comment on rumour and speculation. If someone emailed me pictures of something that's coming out in the next few months, I certainly won't plaster it onto YouTube. Mainly because I know how sometimes people's expectations for this hobby and products are huge, and if GW or Forge World don't deliver, then people riot, and because people are very passionate about this hobby, myself included, of course. And that's why I try not to say much about things that are leaked, because I don't want to add to people's expectations. I'm happy talking about official announcements, happy doing that, pre-orders and things. But if it's just leaked info, yeah, I'd want to know who gave me that info, when they gave it to me, what else they know about it. I'd want to know sort of too much info. Even Games Workshop themselves sort of mick a little bit about themselves. In one of the Warhammer community posts, they said something about, oh, this is going to be better than a grainy leaked picture, which I thought was quite funny. The thing is, for me, it's nothing new. We've had plastic Horus Heresy before. There's no reason to believe that we wouldn't have it again. I mean, it was quite a few years ago, and some of the kits are hard to come by. We got that horrific plastic Contemptor Dreadnought, didn't we? So, in a way, be careful what you wish for, because some things turn out crap. Again, also be careful what you wish for. People think that because it's in plastic, it's going to be cheaper. Well, have you bought anything over the past few months? Have you seen the prices at the moment? What was it? Euro Ventris was £1 more than a Wordbearer's Praetor. I mean, yes, he's a named character and you're only going to get one, but how many Ultramarines players are there out there? Exactly. And he is a very, very popular character too. One of the most iconic characters, I would say, along with Marnius and Rebute. But that being said, it is easier to work with, of course. There's no doubt about that. we'll just have to see, won't we? We'll have to just wait for something official. If it's definitely for Horus Heresy, then I'd be happy that there's new models coming for Horus Heresy. I've said it a while now, though, that I think that they could have built on the Siege of Terror a bit more, releasing a few characters and models with those books. That's what I would have liked to have seen, because there's a big hoo-ha about the Siege of Terror, if you remember when they were announcing the novels, the 8 books, and they haven't really supported it, I don't think. But yeah, no worries, Dante, no worries. Oh yeah, definitely Red Sampler, definitely with Acadians, yeah. Yeah, probably. I think the biggest price jump that I can remember was Primaris a few years ago, and then they pretty much kept consistent with what they expect people to pay. Lumineth was a good litmus test last year with how expensive those prices were, and they've kept that going through to the new Lumineth and the Soulblight. I would have preferred cheaper prices for both the new Lumineth and the Soulblight, as I've said in my unboxings and some of my reviews. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think £30 is unfortunately the new norm for the codexes and battle tomes as well, which is unfortunate. Can't get this flat. There we are. So I think that is sort of all done. Maybe this. We'll get this shell done. Yeah, we went off on a bit of a Horus Heresy discussion there, didn't we? Right, let's see if we can glue this together and yeah, have a little look at what's going on with this. So let's glue these together. Oh, we can get rid of that. So put this on there. It should all go together quite nicely, he says. Oh, I can feel this running a bit low. Good. Oh, that fits in. Oh, that's beautiful. That fits in very nicely. Okay. Then not quite sure which order this goes in, but we'll have a crack at it. Oh. It could be heated or welded or something. I think I'm right in putting them there. Yes, I am. What we'll do is we'll add a bit of glue on these top parts. There we are. Fantastic. Have we got any glue on there? We should do. And then put a bit of glue on here. And this goes in like so. That just combines it all together. What we could do is, if we've got bigger clippers, I knew that would happen. We also need the smaller ones for that, which I didn't open. I'll have to do for a while. Until such time has passed. Yeah, they say put the armour plate on and things like that, but I think we'll ignore that for a while. We've really only got a few things left to do, and the grand old scheme of things. I mean, we could put the exhausts on there. We can put these armour plates on. Sorry, the shoulder mounts. We could put the neck in its head and its neck joint. We could do the petals of the weapon. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I think we'll finish it in the next video. What I'm going to do is just put some tree in this. So that's why my voice probably sounds a bit strange now. Okay, because there we are. Yeah, we've got the battery battery. Good. Updated and upgraded Dread Knight. Yeah, get rid of that horrible baby carrier. I don't like that at all. Paragon war suits, they've grown on me a little bit though, I must admit. I hated them at the start, but they've grown on me. I don't know. I think some models they provide more questions than they give answers, and I think it's one of the cases where I'd like to see the Paragon war suits moving about in real time. And then if you see them moving about in real time, like in a FMV or something, then you probably go, oh yeah, all right, that's all right. They work that way. And unfortunately, because it's not like Star Wars or anything, we never really get to see some of these units in motion, do we? It's a bit of a shame, I think. Such a cool head, this head. Which head do you prefer, guys? This head or the Megira's head? Which is your favourite? They're both really cool. They're both really, really cool. The 3D detailing on the cable bundles is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Do you like the Atrapos head? Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, John. Yeah, I can't understand the baby carriers and things, yeah. I can't understand them either. Right, I might as well just file this off a little bit. Sometimes the file doesn't even go close to getting rid of that. So we can pop that on. Bit of green stuff, I think, in there. And a bit of tidying up. Just in there. Okay, it's good. Bit green stuff. I put my green stuff away, I think. Might be over here. Hidden away, there it is. Left looks least chaos, okay. Yeah, I think the Atrapos head is a good head. It's one of the best Knights heads, I think. The Lancer is fantastic though, right? It's really cool because the pilot of the Lancer has that same helmet too. I think that's awesome. I've got that little model as well, somewhere. Need to find him. Yeah, I really need to find him actually. Right, that can be clipped into there now. Pro tip, if it isn't tight for you, pro tip, if it's not as tight as you'd like, there's so many things I can say after that, but I won't. All I'll say is just give it a bit of a heat with the hairdryer, and then pinch it, and then that will tighten it, and it'll stay like that. So, but this seems to be tight enough for me. You can still pull it out. Bit loose at that side for some reason, but yeah. Jan, you've returned. I can't believe it. I thought it was you got invaded by a moth. Hopefully you got the Godzilla to help you out with that. I hear he's quite good against moths. Is that the limited edition model? Yes, it was a limited edition model. You had to buy a knight, a Cerastus knight. It was a fair few years ago. I think it was 2000 and I want to say 16. It might have been 15. Probably 15. And yeah. Oh, look how big this boy is. Oh, so big. So big. It's the tallest one. It's going to be the tallest one. Maybe. Or it could be. I don't know if it's taller than the castigator. Okay. So, oh look. It's going to look so cool. Might be going that way. We'll see. So many possibilities. Could have him. Just, oh, so many possibilities with these ones. Okay. Will it settle? It won't settle. No. I wish I could settle it. Does it come with a missile box for the top? No, it's a Cerastus Knight. They don't get missile packs. Shocked that you don't drill and use magnets. Why would I use magnets on a knight that only has one weapon loadout? There's just no need to. And I do drill and I use magnets for things like this. It's a magnet right there in this Reaver laser blaster on the top of the Warlord. Warlord's all magnetised. So is the Nemesis. This on the Nemesis, that's magnetised. The head for the Nemesis magnetised. You know, it's a cool head. I like that head. Women awesome. Anyway, better put that back in its rightful place. No, I don't need to. I magnetise enough. I use magnets in so many other things. So, nope, don't need to do any of that. Wonder if they'll ever make plastic Cerastus knights. Why would you get one if it was made in plastic, may I ask? Because this has been a lot of fun. And this is a lot more fun than a plastic kit would be. So it's not for the fun factor. For the detail, I don't know. I don't think you could get that detail. Well, no, you can't get that detail. So if it's not for the detail and not for the fun of making the kit, is it just because it's easier? You like easier models? don't know. It's an odd one. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of magnetizing a miniature. I don't want to turn it into an action figure. I like it to be a model, and just, you know, unless there's an actual purpose for magnetizing it, such as changing weapon loadouts or transportation. I mean, I'd totally be on board with you if you, the main reason why you magnetize the hips was just to take that off and put it in a box, and it is easier, you know, and that would be easier than this. Magnetizing that, definitely. You know, transportation is a good reason for that. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. If you like easier kits, then yeah. I mean, the thing is with me is I love building. So, you know, the harder the kit, the better for me. Because for me, this is like painting. For some people, I really enjoy building and preparing miniatures, and then, you know, seeing the finished product, you know. I feel like I get my money's worth as well, because I've still got quite a few hours left on this, and you know, these things are expensive. They really are. Nothing worse than getting a kit that you spent 150, 200 £200 on, and then you complete it in a few hours. I mean, the Warmaster is just fantastic value for money, really. That Warmaster Adeptus Titanicus Titan, it's absolutely incredible. With pretty much 300 parts. If only you could field more than one, I'd definitely get another one, because that is a brilliant kit. It's my best kit this year, I'd say. Really is. Are those jeweler files? No, they're just. These are Games Workshop files that I've had for about 20 years. Jeweler files. I like the questions though. Keep the questions coming in. All good. Well, actually, I say that. We've got 2 minutes left, guys. So I will bid you farewell. About to end the stream. The stream is going to stay up though. I'm not going to make it private, this one, because this one is today's video. I wanted it to be a bit of a special one, me building an Atrapos night from the beginning. That included clipping all the parts. We will finish this in the 3 hours that we've got allotted on the Saturday. I'm sure of it. I'm not going to do anything more to it, so I'll leave it as it is in these parts, in its box. You know, as tempting as it is now, I'm really tempted to, you know, put these on and put the exhausts on. I'm not. I can resist the urge, and I can work on the Magira over there, all the, you know, armatures that I've got. But I like the progress so far. We've done the legs. We're sort of working our pose out with the weapons. I'm going to have the, give you an idea. It'll be the gravity cannon firing with the las cutter underneath supporting it. I'm not sure about that. I think it would look cool, but the las cutter is such a big weapon, and I don't know whether I can get the angle, but I want it kind of like that. I don't know. We'll work it out when we get to it. You know, but yeah, I like the progress. We're doing well. I hope you've done well in all of your endeavours this evening. I will be on Discord, yeah, of course, straight after this, and yeah. Will you do this Acastus Night Porphyrion once it comes back? Fog, you're sort of reading my mind there. there's an unboxing for a Porphyrion coming very soon to the channel. So keep tuned to the channel. There's still so many cool things happening. So no worries. All right. Well, I'll speak to you guys soon. But thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.